to check. Yeah, there we go.
Give me a kiss before you go.
Mic check. Okay, I'm alone. Mic check. Alright. Welcome to our 3 viewers. Guys, just tell me if you can hear me there. Just drop me confirmation in the comments. Interlagos. Mic check to the viewers. Someone in the comments, just tell me if you can hear me. Mic check. Lungelo, I see you're there in the comments, man. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me, sir? Mic check, Lungelo. Mic check. Mic check, Kid K, mic check. Tell me you can hear me, please. Crystal clear, guys. We are in Interlagos, round 10 of Breakaway Tier 1. Let's go. So we don't have those problems with me anymore. Nah. Let's go. Let's go. Kenu Crash Mkize, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, Crash.
My check.
On my sound, you're crystal clear. Someone in the comments, mic check. Ooh, we know the conditions. Now it's raining. Q1 and it's raining, guys. Predictions. Who do you think is not going to make it through with these tough conditions? Welcome, Crash.
Thank you, Ludi. Good evening.
How was the gym? Were you being ready to drive that F1 car?
Yeah, no. Gym is good, man. Gym is good. Trying the slashed out thing. Health is wealth, they say. You know how it goes.
Health is wealth.
To our family. Shout out to Kid K Lungelo. I see you guys are active already.
Yes, we have some guys out.
McLaren is out.
Let me spectator menu.
Brasi, as he's changed his name. He's out first in the Ferrari.
Ooh. What's going on? Spectate. There we go. This I can change live. Detail, we want tires. Yes, of course.
Let's get tires. Let's get interval on.
Right now, we're going to use fastest lap because we're in quali. Alright, let's go. Romeo's leading. D-Wax is still in the garage. Kopoza still in the garage. Spicer still in the garage.
Sikhi's out in front. Was out first, as usual.
How are we sitting with him on his way? How does he perform in the wet? If history is anything to go by.
He's not bad. He's decent. But Mr. Wet driver's Titus.
My tire got tighter.
Titus is the king of the wet. So let's wait and see. But then again, it's Brazil. Obviously, the time to beat over the weekend is a 1-8 flat set by Ushnitsi 9-1. The debutants from Tier 3.
From in wet conditions.
No, in normal conditions. Hopefully it clears up and they can bring in some laps with the softs.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a dry race because of the speed that the drivers get. It's just phenomenal. Are we on our first hot lap now? Let's go lap and seated out into. I think this is into turn 3. Fast left-hander going. Oh,
ooh,
he loses it there. I think he's still just pushing that. It's just gonna set a banker. Hugs that very nicely. Well known for taking the entire track. I think he's just
the king of the track.
He's playing on the side of margin a little bit. Goes into those S curves into the third sector.
Also, you must remember, I think this is the first time he's pretty much driving in the rain with traction off.
With full traction off.
As you know, he's moved to traction off, so that's why he's losing the car here and there. But he's going to get the hang of it. Let's see him running up to the second sector, 102.8. He's pushing final sector.
What does he do? Down into the home straight. Cuts the line short. Then the first time we have is a 121.3. That's the time to beat.
September 119.3.
September comes in with the 119. No. What's the time to beat? We do not have any times for wet conditions.
Romeo comes in at the 123.9. Zotal at the 120.8. Slides into P2.
I think the times are coming in.
With the 119.4 into P2. People are shutting down. September still the one at the benchmark.
Still at 19-2. I think they're struggling to beat that. Let's see, Van Nobi. Let's go live with Van Nobi. Want to take us through the lap?
Where is he? Oh, he's starting his lap.
He's already going into sector
191.
He's actually going into sector 3 shortly. Ooh.
Oh, and he
invalidates.
He invalidates, yeah.
Titus. I think Loveness is still on his outlap now.
He is.
No.
Slater on his outlap, Titus outlap, Long's outlap. D-Wax 120.1, currently P3, Topoza P4 120.3. The times are coming in quickly. Brasilia goes fastest, 119 flat. So he wins again.
Brasilia, guys, for those who don't know, the BRA actually stands for Brakeaway, you know. It's culture in league racing to have your abbreviations of the league that you race in. So that's what the Brasilia is standing for. He's just leading how these things are supposed to go. Let's check the comments. Ooh. These ones are talking.
Okay, let's jump on board with Titus. He's about to start his lap.
We have a full crowd
Titus
here.
in the house. Well, Titus starts his lap, take note of Loveness, he slots it into P3 with the 119.4.
Ooh, Loveness has got quite really good pace, I must say. He's been fighting a really good battle.
Definitely.
Q1, ladies and gentlemen. So as it stands, only one driver is going to have to fall out after Q1 because I don't think we have a full grid. Only 15 drivers can make it into Q2, and then 10 drivers into Q3 fighting for that pole position.
118.9.
Sometimes that bra for him is not the breakaway. You brasiche with that pace, man.
Of course.
I think
Titus goes quickest second sector.
Purple second sector, I see that. He just loses a bit of traction there. Right, let me just sit down
Still
here.
sending it. 116, 117, 118, 119.5. 119.5 gets him a P7.
P7 with the purple sector. So it means I think that loss in traction.
The twitch, twitch cost him a couple of tenths.
Who are we going live with? Melo.
He hasn't set the time.
I think this is not a lap. Banobi. Let me take a sip of my wine. See Romeo sitting on the outside. I don't know if they're making space or they're struggling there.
Sika goes even quicker, 118.7.
Tell us in the comment section, guys. Do you want to see a rain in the race, or maybe just in quali? What's the expectation? What would be fun for the
purple sector 2 as it goes into sector 3, sending it
down the home straight. Do we have another purple?
118. Ooh, 118.9. Baubangobi slots into P2.
Absolute scorcher.
Great lap. Scorcher.
Absolute scorcher.
Scorcher. Lumel in the comments says P1 Silke, P2 Titus, P3 Bangob.
Alright, Lungelo, let's see if your
Titus goes quickest. Mr. Rain goes quickest, 118.6.
You called it,
P1.
man. You called it.
Yeah. I know him in the rain.
Just fix
the
something.
nice thing about the rain is that not a lot of them are gonna park in the pits because they're going on the wet tires, so they're not necessarily saving any tires.
But don't you get a finite amount of wet tires? But that with the widths doesn't matter.
They can use the same wet tire. The more they go, the better it gets, the more pace It's unlike the other
because it doesn't.
compounds.
You struggle to get it in that window of temperature, no?
Correct.
Ah,
That's why
man.
Usyk has put in about 3 or 4 laps.
What would commentary be without Crash Mkiza, guys? Just thank you for that, Brady.
Shout out. You see, Usyk has gone 4 laps on the wets, on the one compound, and everyone is going on the same compound over and over again because the more they go,
That's when
the
they
better
start
the tire
singing.
gets. Yeah, Titus
Titus
goes even
pushes
quicker.
it.
118.3.
Are we seeing yellow?
Hey, let's go. Currently, Titus P1 118. You see here P2
Ooh, we have a
118.
DNF. We have a DNF.
Smoother has lost his car.
Is Banobi giving Lungs a toe there? Am I seeing things properly?
And really, I think he's looking for a position to let him pass. I
Yeah.
think he'll let him go through now.
Seeing some. Yeah, I know. Do you think the inters would work here, or are we looking? But I think there's a dry line.
Nah,
right
it's
now.
full wets.
But there's a dry line. Like, just check the line that the cars are following. Let's just go. Man, I would risk it, man. But yeah, no, there's just too
I don't
much
think
water.
so. It's pouring.
All the standing water is just a
Manray has
bit
been
too much.
disqualified. Parked in a dangerous location. Manray has been disqualified, so he's out. He's out.
Zimfundo up half 100 there. Menre just ghosting. I think there's something.
Pay attention to the laps. Romeo's gone 5 laps on the wets. Dwax has gone 5 laps. Usyk is coming out of the pits. Is on his out lap with 4 lap old wets. So you get the gist of what's going on.
Just a second here, Crash. Me, I am cold. And
I got the heater on full blast here in paddock.
yeah, outside the heater just got here.
That's the sound of the gas.
Hey man, it's cold. Man. I think seeing the rain there in Brazil is just making me even colder. Who should we go live with?
Let's see Usyk there on the home straight.
And I'm back.
He's about to start another flyer. Let's see if we can challenge that time of Titus. Titus is 4 tenths up. On Uprasihle.
And then Usyk is already 2 tenths up in the first.
No, he just started 6-1.
Do you think he can beat that time, that 18.3? Are we gonna see a 117?
He's a 10th down on his previous time already.
Oh.
So let's wait and see.
Let's go live.
Are we first? Purple, yellow flag sector 1, sector 2. So currently we've got 2 gentlemen that are out to Smuda. Smuda Maluda is out. We DNF'd and Lumen Ray has been disqualified. Which leaves us with a total of 16 drivers. So Selby and the 86er need to beat that time of Usmuda in order to progress to Q2.
Yes, sir. I didn't check how he did throughout sector 2.
By the way, there's a lot of pressure on the Alpine of.
I think traction off on full wets, he might be struggling to just get the grasp of it a little bit.
Well, he needs to learn. He's learning. He's not the only one. It's the challenge. That is what Formula One is.
You know him. He's learning over these few laps and then put up a squatcher.
Yeah, of course. We expect that.
Let's see. Here's Mfundo. He's back now. He's on an out lap.
So he's down 3 tenths again on his first sector. But anyway, on board with Tubangobi.
4 minutes left of Q1, ladies and gentlemen.
Melo's in the pits, Lungs is in the pits, Spies was in the pits. Mfundo's on
I'm trying to go live with Selby and in the 86, huh?
Selby's 3/10 up through sector 2. Through sector 1, sorry. He's on sector 2 now.
Because
86 has jumped to 13th with the 119.6.
86, then he puts Romeo at risk. If Selby qualifies, then
Romeo
that puts
is at
Romeo
risk, definitely.
at risk.
Selby is 10th up through sector 2. On to sector 3 now.
Going live with him, I think he's going into the home straight.
Ooh, Selby jumps to 14. Romeo is 16th now.
Ooh.
On board with Romeo himself. Just started sector 2. He's 600 up on his sector 1 time. Let's see if he can gain some more time.
Apologies for that.
Romeo fighting for his
my phone
life.
just rang there.
Shout out to King Music there in the comments saying Titus is aging like fine wine. Knowledgeable gentleman.
Who are we going live with? I think Titus is going in again.
I'm on board with Romeo. 6/10 up. 6/10 up through sector 2.
This
on
might
sector
just
3 now.
This
going
brings
to the
him back.
final home straight.
This brings him back
definitely
somewhere.
brings him back.
P10 somewhere there.
It definitely brings him back.
I think I've had
119.4 jumps to
yes,
P11. Zotal is now at risk. Oh wow, with the 19.8, he's currently sitting P16 on his out lap.
let's go live with the guys that are.
See who goes quickest with the 118.2.
Sihle.
7 lap old wits. That will tell you something.
But
that
he could have changed them.
Sorry?
Is there a possibility that he could have changed them? Or would that
No,
not
it
be
did not.
strategically
It
the
wouldn't
best
have been
move?
strategic.
Because you can't keep trying to get that heat into all different sets.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing to know that. Let's go live with Zotal and see how he does. Down into the home straight. Let's see how he does. He's not at risk. The driver at risk is the 86er. Zotal does not qualify as it stands.
Yeah.
Goes down, starts his lap, down into turn 1. Shifting there. Beautiful tail braking. Doesn't touch the apex. I think he takes this corner quite nicely. I'm seeing they have quite a dry line. It's not dry, but it's just a drivable section. I think down along straight, pedal flat into gear 8. Goes into the fast left-hander. Takes that really beautifully. Is that the short shifting sounds I'm hearing, Mr. Crash?
It is.
I'm hearing the patterns I'm not fully used to. Goes into sector 2, down into the S's. Uses all the track.
He's retired, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's
So
just retired. So
I think
he's just waiting to go through.
This brings Zotal back into Q2.
No, Bangobi is just retired, meaning he's just waiting to progress to the next.
Oh,
to the next
not
Q2,
DNS.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Let's see down into it's going into
Zotal
sector
is 2
3.
tenths up on his time. 2 tenths up on
2
his time.
tenths up puts him, does not do him a favor. He needs more than that.
He needs more than that.
He needs to just give it
Yellow flag,
everything.
63. Oh my God.
He just needs to give it everything. 3 minutes remaining. If it doesn't work, he needs to. Puts him in P14.
Ooh, jumps to P14.
But now,
Ooh.
that's bad for his
On board with
teammate.
Loveness. On board with Loveness.
And Loveness comes in.
119.4.
It still keeps him in P15, which is safe. Kopoza.
He's a tenth up.
Kopoza needs to drive for his life because he needs, currently, he needs at least a tenth, 2 tenths
Yeah, he needs
to
a
be
tenth.
safe.
Yeah, he needs
He
a
needs
10.
2 tenths. Who's in the house in front of him? Let's go live with Kopoza down into the S sections there. Just
Right,
look at all that
beautifully.
rain. Look at all that
Slow
rain.
left hand sends it.
Takes that straight beautifully. Goes into the dry line. Ooh, I think he misses the line there, but
All
I
the
hope
way
that does
back
not
to
cost him
Q2.
time. Hope that doesn't cost him time. 6 tenths up.
6 tenths up. Let's go.
Fight it. Go Red Bull.
Send it.
The
Send
Red
it, go
Bulls.
easy.
They need to be angered a little bit more, these Red Bull chants, man. Let's the Red Bull chants. I think this puts them nicely into
Shout out to
P11.
P11.
Loveness.
Let's
go
go.
live.
Q1 done. Ladies and gentlemen, ain't nothing changing. Prasihle, Titus, Newarks, top 3. Bangobi, P4, 86 of P5. Sepotemba, who only went for 2 laps and said his time and he was comfortable with that. P6. Melo the Melo, P7. Umfundo, P8. Lums, P9.
Don't leave out how many times Lungs went out. Check how many times Lungs went out. One time.
You know what Lungs did? Lungs went out and then he changed the tires and he sat on the pits.
Oh, okay.
That's why
why
he's on
it's
0 laps. Yes. So Spizo, P10. Kopoza, P11. Tindo, P12. Selby, P13. Romeo, P14. And Nuzotal rounds up the top 15. The guy's going through to Q2.
Just to be clear, the difference in time from Selby at P13 is hundreds. It's not tenths anymore. They're all sitting on a 19.4. Tight margins here. Tight margins here in Tier 1. Let's hope for better conditions. Hopefully Inters going into Q2. There's your order. We have Fusile, P1, Titus, takes P2, D Wax, takes P3, Panobi, the 86 at September, Melo the Mellow, and Fondo and Lung Spizo rounds up the top 10. Let's go into the comments and hear what the viewers are saying.
Ladies and gents, let's all pray together. Let's hope for a dry Q3. And then you'll see blistering times.
I'm hoping for a dry
scorches.
race. Key Music says Tier 1 qualies are always a fight. They're always a fight, man. Especially Q3. Like you start seeing things like that's where usually breakaway records get broken in Q3 so far this year, right, Crash?
Yeah, no, definitely. By the way, shout out to Key Music, loyal supporters always out here with us. I think you should interact with the people. He is Mr. Coffex. He's hosted some of the best parties that we've been to, Ludi. The best of the best.
Where was our invite?
Earlier days before I even became part of the family, that Breakaway. We're doing the most. Deep town, downtown, my man. Through COVID times, lockdown, the club opened at 12. The finest DJs. It's madness.
And then you have to stay there the whole night.
We stayed. We leave at 5 a.m. in the morning. It's absurd, bro. It's absurd.
Key Music, we see you there in the comments. Breakaway needs some turning up. Let's go.
I see the Alpine of September's out first.
I think Alpine, TT.
Yeah, it's the Alpine, TT, RS. To add on the pace of September.
Let's go live with September. Who's leading right now? Fastest lap, detail, we want tires, enabled.
Shout out to Wadinepe, Utis Yakala, Gutia 1 year.
Wadinene.
Yeah, I know.
Lungs comes out on the Inters. I think it might be a bit of a risk. Would have been better maybe to
trying it out. He's got the time, he just wants to explore.
I think it would have been good to just set a time on the wet and then start experimenting. Because look at the rain there. I think it's still wet conditions as it stands.
Shout out to Key Music, end of season party, hit me up. Definitely. Let's go clubbing. The whole 60 drivers of Breakaway.
The big Breakaway family.
Underground, deep within. Timeless music. Okay.
Let's go.
Anyway, on board with September.
Let's go with September. Take us through this first lap of Q2, Crash.
Sends it through the tricky first corner. If you get this wrong, a lot goes wrong.
It's a lot of the time. Because the turn 1 has this, it looks just like a curve, but it actually comes back a little bit like
exactly. It's actually a full turn. So it's quite a tricky curve.
And then you have to use
with the 19 flats through sector 1. Sorry about that.
Goes off track. but manages to keep it there.
September's been on traction up, so his car is always so stable. Very, very brilliant driver. Underdog.
Quite tricky there by traction. When are you joining the traction off crew there, Crash?
When my wheel arrives.
Shout out. Uses all the track there. Slow corner. Takes it really nicely. Opens up for the straight going down to sector 3. The uphill. Late braking. Turns it down into the... Doesn't go into the curb. Yeah, I think he's playing it on the safer side, but this is looking like a very solid lap. Keeps it tight, keeps it neat.
And he's only going to get better because the tires are going to catch fire.
And he puts down a 119.2.
He's followed closely by other drivers. The 86 are 120.4 in P2.
I think if anything,
Romeo 119.2, Sikh 118.8. The times are coming in quite rapidly, and the times are going to actually get quicker because they're all going around again for flies.
Yeah, I think this was just to get some heat into those tires.
Definitely.
Let's go with some of the guys that also Taylor, what did he bolt 120? I think that's not going to be good enough.
Mfundo sets a purple sector 2, going to the final home stretch through sector 3 now.
Let's see if he lost any other time in any of the sectors. 18, 19, 119 flat.
P2.
Puts him into P2. I think that might be able to save him and move him into Q3, but I think the times are still coming in. Let's go live with Lungs. I think he's setting... what happened to Romeo? I think if he stopped there for too long...
He just started sector 1.
Who are we talking about?
Lungs.
I think he took back the inters.
Yeah, he did.
Let's go live with Lungs.
Romeo's been disqualified from the session.
Yeah, I noticed. I think he was trying to make way, but I think if you stop for too long, it becomes a bit of a DSQ. I think I'm not too sure about the rules there.
118.4. It's gone faster. Yeah.
I just took a sip of wine for that because wow.
Shout out to the wine. I'm looking at the wine as well, Ludi. I'm about to ask for a glass, man. It's getting hot in here.
Gotta get that wine, man. Because when the race starts, there's no time. There's no time for
Melo slots into P5, 119.5.
Melo
119.2.
We're gonna go with the Ulungster. Down home straight into sector 3. Takes that bend. Avoids the grass. Takes the shortest route down. 18, 19, 19.7. Good enough for peace sakes. Just shifts the tire down.
By the way, the bar was set yesterday by the Williams. The Williams won both the tier 2 and tier 3.
Oh,
so
was the Williams
let's see
day.
what Loveness and the 86er can do tonight.
Shout out pressure on Loveness and the 86er, because I think this is the one left for a Williams whitewash.
Correct.
I think I'm still live with Lungs. Is he still going on another? Let's go. But maybe goes into the pits. We have Titus on an out lap.
Titus on his out lap, definitely. D-Wax is on a scorcher. He's 5/10 up. Purple sector 2 with the D-Wax.
What are we looking at? I think September goes into...
We're looking at 118.5. Shout out to Topoza, 118.8. D-Wax goes P2, 118.7. Let's go, Brazil, let's go.
Oh, Red Bull. I think one thing that can assure you a Q3 position is a 118.
Titus through sector 1. On board with the Titus through sector 1. It's his first run.
He's still gonna need to get in some heat into those tires.
Definitely, he's gonna benchmark it. Quickest purple one on his first run, 19.1. Let's go.
Come on, Titus. Titus. We will miss Tyson, man. We'll always miss Tyson. On the grid, in the commentary. He was such a
Everywhere,
great
man.
addition, man. Just a great
What
addition
a
to
ball
Breakaway.
of great energy.
Absolutely amazing, man. It's good to see that you've taken a bit of those tips and you're applying it, and we can still enjoy the race, man, with you, Crash.
No, of course, man. It's a learning thing. It's a learning thing. It's a learning thing. Everything takes time. You know, you ease into these days. So definitely. As you
Absolutely.
see, Titus easing into sector 3.
There we go. Touch was on that curb. I think he might have had a bit of a wobble that lost him just a bit of time there.
Looks like a good
Keeps it
lap.
safe.
Looks like a good lap. Looking at a
16,
118.
17, 18, 18, 6.
186. P4 is going to go again, surely.
Immediately.
Lelo's jumped up to P3. 118.6.
Malusi, the Malusi.
Watts is 118.4. 700s
Oh.
of Uprasiche.
I think Gulungs is struggling to crack that 118 in these conditions. Let's see, let's go with Spaizo. Ooh, 86er.
Tyson is not gone. He's just taking a break from racing. I'm answering Ulungelo. He's got a bit of a lot of commitments at the moment, but he's still with us through commentary. He'll be back definitely next week.
Yes, I think the
Can I
86er
have some poll
slots.
predictions from our viewers, please? Poll predictions. How's the top 3 looking like?
Interesting. I think Lungelo had already made his prediction. I wonder if he's still sticking with it. Oh,
Lungela is still
118.
sticking with Tusihle, Titus Nobangobi in that order.
Dry race, cue music. I want to borrow you my candle so that we can have a dry race. I just want to see that rapid tier 1 pace. Quite interesting. I think there's something about tier 1 league racing. We've always had very dynamic conditions. I think the drivers might be thinking of going into the race with their dry setups because of the experiences that they have this season. What do you think on that, Crash?
Sorry, I was watching someone racing there. Sorry. What was that? I beg your pardon?
I was saying we've had quite dynamic conditions with tier 1 racing, from wet, rain to dries, and the tier 1 drivers might be thinking, if it's raining in the race, to go on their dry setups though. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, their races have changed a lot. So it really is about strategy, is about thinking, is about, most importantly, understanding the conditions, because you find a lot of them changing their wings, reducing their wings, upping their wings, you know, going low on the differential. So, you know, it's quite tricky, you know, understanding which tires to use, on which they even change the lines, the racing lines that they use, you know, when it's raining. So it's quite tricky, but it's, you know, it's very interesting how they do it.
All right, we live with the 86er, who's just made it. He's in P8.
Let's jump on board with the Tempo Temba. He's gone quicker on his first sector. He's out on another run. He's a 10th up on his first sector. He's going through sector 2 now.
The Interlagos circuit seems very short, man. It's a very short circuit, I must say.
It is. I mean, when you think about it, we're looking at about, on average, a 108 time.
Which is...
So it's just 5 seconds off Austria, which is a 103. Yeah. Well, the average is 104 in Austria on breakaway times, but we've got guys reaching the 103. So, I mean, you know.
I think with the rate, breakaway is improving. I'm expecting some esports number on that F1 2022, which is dropping on the 1st of July.
Correct, we pre-ordered it.
You pre-ordered, Crash?
We're waiting for the game to drop. Next season, everyone knows we're jumping onto F1 2022. So on the 1st of July, as soon as it lands.
I think now it's going to be the start of the next season. I think 1st of July, we're still going to be within the season 2.
Yeah, that's why I said next season. Titus goes 118 flat. 4 tenths on Usihle.
Absolute scotch. I think I want to go with Usihle. That man scotched. He's 4 tenths up. Usihle's 4 tenths up. Let's go on.
No, he's 3 tenths down, actually. through sector 1
I didn't check that.
on his own time.
On his own time, yeah. He was 3 tenths up. I just want to check that. Going
6 tenths down.
Yeah, apologies for that. I thought I saw a negative sign there. I think this then becomes a 119. I think it's a
Zotal is DNF. Zotal is
119
DNF.
flat. Wow.
Gear changes by Yusik. Back to 3. Rides the curb beautifully. Rides the curb again. Hugs it ever so well. Flat on the racing
another
line.
one.
Sends it, yeah. Running. Upper 10th, 18-8 for sector 1. Oh, wobbles there. Loses it, but, you know, keeps it together. He sends it.
I wonder if, because he was only
Up.
a tenth up.
Changes back to 5. Sends it up. Lifts off a bit. All the way up. Back to 2. Rides the curb beautifully. Takes the line. Sending it.
Ooh, no.
That's low. That's low. Left hand and sends it up.
I think that line was a bit too compromised. I wonder if it lost him time. Might be a bit nervous on the throttle there with the
Of course. He's 4 tenths up. Quickest purple, quickest sector 1, quickest
2.
sector 2 thus far.
I think 4 tenths up.
We're looking at a 117.
Yes.
Looking at a 117 for today.
Come on. 16, 17, 18 flat. I think that leaves him in P2. He's
Oh my God, that is crazy. He's going again.
200s off.
200s off. That is insane.
200s off. Titus. And I must comment Crash's knowledge on the Brakeaway crew that that Titus is quite the wet driver, because I think he's giving them a run for their money. Sikhle has a bit of a wobble there, but I think it loses him no time.
No, he's not going on a score challenge.
It's not, nah. Who do we have? Sikle's out till September. Doesn't look like. It's 3 seconds remaining. So as it stands, Ubangobi is the driver at risk. Long Selby and Nuspa is Hozo are gonna have to sit this one out and watch, like me and you, when the other drivers go to Q3.
Quali is done. Lungs.
Cracks.
Haha, jumped from P11 to P4.
That kicks Bangobi out.
It does.
That kicks Bangobi out.
Selby fighting for his life. He's 2 tenths up.
2 tenths up. Let's see how that puts him.
2 tenths up.
He needs 3 tenths. He needs 4 tenths.
He needs to find some more time through sector 2.
Yeah, he needs 2 more tenths, because he needs to kick out to the 86er, because Bangobi's already out as it stands, and I think he's in the garage. He's got the checkered flag. I think this might be his first time this season not making it to Q3.
He's 3 tenths up with Selby. He needs
a 10th.
Into the.
He needs a 10th. He needs to throw everything in there. Come on, September, don't compromise his line. I think he takes the wider side, but keeps it together. Goes into, I don't think that line might be the best one.
Oh, he lost it in sector 3.
Yeah, I think
that's so unfortunate.
I think the line he took, I don't know if September's being there kind of threw him off a bit, but I think he had it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Romeo's out, Zotal is out, Spizo's out, Selby is out, Bangobi is out. So off to Q3 we go. Titus, currently the pace setter. Brasika in P2. D-Wax currently in P3. He's been stellar in the rain for Q1 and Q2, so he's definitely a contender there if the conditions stay like this. Lungs jumped from P11 to P4. A man that can handle the pressure.
I think this is the first lap where he bridges the 118. These men fight for their lives, man. These men know when to deliver the best of their best.
Definitely.
But Crash Rama stats there in the comments, man. It's not just the stats, it's the knowledge, it's the strategy. Man, we appreciate you, man.
Shout out there, Lumelo. Shout out Kid K. See you, boys. See you, boys. Let's go for Q3.
Final predictions. Who is sitting on pole? Now I just want your pole sitter. I don't want 2, I don't want 3. Pole position, gents. Just spam the comments with the name. Miss Bono is set there for those hots.
Yeah, she's a staunch supporter of Red Bull. She's always backing the Red Bulls through tier 1, 2, and 3, so we know her.
Yeah,
we know where her loyalty lies. She's a Max
she can feel
supporter.
good she can feel good about Kopoza. He's been doing a really great job in Q1 and Q2.
No, definitely. So Busy showed up, aka Mkize. Oh, shout out. Shout out. They about to come out.
Oh man, these conditions, man. 12 minutes to Q3, ladies and gentlemen. This is where the best lap gives you pole position, and the rest of it go towards P10. I see there's no movement there in Zotz's garage because he's their color.
Alpine Timber's out. It's out first.
Yes, detail, yes.
D-Wax is out.
I think let's go. We're gonna follow
Melo leaving the pits.
I think let's go live with Melo. I think we haven't given him camera time, considering the amazing driver that he is.
Correct. This is do or die. This is when the men stand up.
Gotta risk it all. Gotta drive on the limit. But the rain limit is not the dry limit. Just check September for me when he starts the lap, the first lap, so that we go live with him. Lungs coming out the garage there. 86er. Is that's in the Williams. Pressure.
September on the home straight. About to start his flyer.
Let's go. First lap of Q3 goes into that tricky turn 1 with that sequence of corners that you just need to make sure you open up the track so well. Down into that straight, I think into turn, I forgot the name, but Zekal. I think he takes the corner quite tightly. Going down into sector 2, I think he's keeping it really tidy here. I think we're gonna see a really good lap here. Ooh, drives it right on the limit, just hugs the apex quite nicely. Needs to make that left turn on that uphill. Needs to go flat on it there. Gains a little bit of time into that slow right-hander. Bit far off of the apex because of the rain conditions. Completing sector 2. Let's go uphill. You can brake a little bit late because of that gravity that just assists you with that extra braking. Goes out wide, not wide, but yeah. And then I think we have a yellow flag in sector 2. Down into sector 3. Rotates down the home straight. And this is a 16, 17, 18, 18, 9, which is the benchmark. Let's follow with the Usihle. I think he's flying here. We might be looking at a 118. We've started in the 118s. 16, 17, 18-2. Usihle goes on the fastest lap with an 18-2. Tindo comes in with the 119. I think he might need to go again on that one.
Melo 186.
Malusi the Malusi. Ah man, I actually wanted to give Melo a lap. Just check. Go busy in the Red Bull. Keeps it very tidy. Clean line there. 17, 18, 19. We might see 19.8. I think he might need to go put in another lap for that one.
Yeah,
let's go check the 86.
Titus.
Okay, I think Long's about to go into the home straight and finish.
Titus started in sector 1 now.
Lungs comes into P3.
The favorite, Titus. My personal favorite. Purple sector 1 with the 19-2.
Let's see. Take us through this lap, Crash.
Let's
Take
go,
us through this
Titus.
lap.
Sends it up. Right-hander. Shifts back to 5. By the way, he's on manual. Sends it. Back to 4, 3, 2. Rides the curve beautifully. Up gear. Back down to 2. Slow left-hander. Sets the pace. 3, 4, 5. Sends it quick around the... Shifts back to 2. All the way down. Around. Flat out. Straight up. Quickest sector 2. Purple 1, purple 2 by Titus. Holds the line. Lies on the inside. Sends it. Right at 5, 115, 116, 117.
117, 8. What the fuck?
Oh, Mr. Malema, let's go.
What did we just watch? What did we just watch?
It's 4 tenths up.
Sihle is a
With
10th
one lap.
up. I think the wine might be getting the better of me. Ooh, I think
He
he loses
loses
it
it a bit there.
Yeah,
Just
I
sector
think-
2.
I think he might have lost that time that he had gained.
I lost a lot of time. There. It wasn't a quick lap.
Yeah, I think it's going
On
back
board
into
to
the...
Melo. Melo just set a purple 2 around the home straight. Sending it. Fine line. Oh, 118 flats. Melo P2.
Oh! Sihle needs the 2 tenths. He needs 4 tenths to make it up to Titus. Lungs needs 4 tenths to make it to Sihle. And 8 tenths to get that pole position. Who do we have out? Where's Koprizi?
On board with the D-Wax. Let's go to D-Wax. Going through sector 2. One of the favorites for today. He's been driving so well.
I think there's someone in his way. I don't know who that is. I think that was feeling very slowish. Yeah, I don't know if let's just see how it goes. Complete sector 2, 1 minute. Yeah, I'm looking at a 119 here. 119, 119.20.
118.
You reckon? I think I'm looking at a late 19.
118.
Wow. Love it. I love it at D-Wax.
Yellow
Puts him in
flags,
P5.
all sectors.
Melo goes into the pits.
CK went to fetch a fresh set of wets.
Let's go with the fighter, Mr.
D-Wax.
Langa.
Let's go back to D-Wax. Are you on board with Lungs? Let's go to D-Wax. D-Wax has gone quicker.
I see there's a house in front of him. Whoever is in that house, please call him with the team line crash and tell him to get out the way.
Don't worry, it's Titus. He can see him. Titus can see him.
I think, yeah, he's just making sure to push, gives him
Titus
the corner.
can see him.
Some
Beautifully
great
so.
professional driving there. Is D-Wax also on manual?
I'm not sure. Huh?
I think it's quite important for the breakaway guys to be shifting towards that.
He is on manual. I've picked it up.
The gear
I'm
shifts
looking
are
at
not.
his gear changes, yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Just up 300s.
Keeps him in the same spot.
See here, purple sector 1 is 2 tenths up on his time.
I think September just started. Okay. We're not
CK is
denying.
going through sector 2.
We're not denying anyone camera time. I think it's quite important for all of them to get to see them pushing those laps because they work so hard to give us
Stay on
these.
board with someone else out there and watching the see.
I think he's about to finish, so let's just give the viewers the ending. Ooh, Six is struggling, man. I think that little wobble is costing him that time.
3 tenths up.
He needs 4 tenths to make it to Titans.
Yeah, he's a bit deep.
I think he is. That line he's keeping is really tight. I think the gear changes are really proper. Keeps it very tight. Oof.
In 118 flats, goes 700s quicker than Titus.
Oof. And I think there's some time he left on the table there, man. Like he had a bit of a squiggle there down in sector 3. He knows that there's still some time on the table. Out laps. Fundo, I think, man, that we have not given.
Oh, Topoza's lost power. Topoza's lost power. He's just sent a report to paddock.
Oh no, man. I think what more bad luck can Red Bull go through now, man? I think we just need them to show us that good race pace that we know they all have. So Zotil is going to be holding up Red Bull
can
alone.
we go on board to Titus? We are now, it's a tight one now. The people, it's do or die.
1 minute left.
It's do or die. Everyone's got one more lap left in them.
No more time. It's either this one or you stay where you are as it stands. Usihle or Prasihle as a representation of Breakaway.
Well, Titus is 3 tenths up on his time.
That puts him at a 7.5.
That's a 17.5, yeah.
And that's just in the first sector and part second. The first 2 sectors.
That's the first sector alone. We're going through sector 2 now.
Oh, I think he's taking this really well. No time left on the table. Finds it there.
Takes that beautifully.
Uses that curve well for rotation. I think let's see how he finishes.
Beautifully.
How he finishes up into sector 2, and he's just 7 thousandths up. I think he lost that time. Let's see how it goes. Keeps the line tight. Takes the shortest route out of here. Using all the track. And I think he's 9 thousandths up. So his previous time still becomes a better time. But that was...
CC sneaks the pole.
That's consistent driving, man. Like
he walks 7 tenths up. He jumped P4. Ooh. Tindo's a 10th up. That moves him slightly though.
Tindo needs 9 tenths. No, sorry. He needs a 10th, yeah. Just about a 10th to move into the 18th and into P7 with September. Still had a better lap there. So Kopoza, checkered flag. I think with Melusi.
Now Melo's abandoned.
Then D-Wax abandoned. Yes,
so that's it.
That's your
that
grid.
That concludes Q3.
That is your grid.
Titus P2, Melo P3. Good call by Ulungel. He was close. It's just that the other Merc is on P3. So yeah.
Sorry, Koprizi, man. Sorry, Kopoza.
I've got bad news for you.
Are we having rainy conditions?
I've got bad news for you, Lady.
What's happening? What is happening, my good sir? You can't tell me you're leaving.
I might have to leave. I've got a meeting that I've been called for.
Ish, man. Kid K, come jump in the comments, man. This is... We need Crash, man. We need Crash. As it stands, your order in the front row, Sihle in pole position, joined by Titus. Second row behind them, we have Umelo, D-Wax. Lungs and Umfundo follow them, and Tepotem and Tindo. Then the 86 and Kopoza round up the top 10. That's your Q1. I think Usihle and Titus are the only two drivers that actually changed the set of weights that they went into qualifying with. And I think, without seeing the times, they are the two.
Charlie Stacks!
Charlie 3 Stacks comes in and joins. Commentary about to be lit again.
M-Chad.
Yo, Charlie 3 Stacks. Where's Charlie? Mic check, Charlie, mic check.
Good afternoon and good evening, gentlemen.
What's good, B? What's good,
Charlie
B?
3 Stacks.
It's alright.
Shout out to Houston, Charlie.
You know what it is, you know what it is.
What's up, my bro?
Yeah, nothing much, brother, nothing much. Ludi, can you please do the duties?
What duties are those, sir?
Invite there.
To the
Ladies and gentlemen,
Crash, can you invite him there?
Charlie 3 Stacks has just joined us.
I'm here to replace Crash. I heard that he has an interview or meeting.
Yeah, I'm stepping out.
There we go. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we
Lights
have
out.
take off.
Titus
I think
with a
Sihle might have had a bit
beautiful
of a
start.
slow start there.
Ooh.
Sihle's
What
lost
went
the...
on there? This is crazy.
Oh,
Let's see the position changes for now.
let me just go live with the
Sihle's
leader.
lost 10 positions. He had a horrible start. Titus, Mr.
terrible
Pace setter,
start.
is already a second up.
Oh, we have some losers there. Oh, Sihle and Melo had a bit of a terrible start. So Tile lost 3 positions. Oh, what a start, ladies and gentlemen. As it stands, Titus gains 1 position. D-Wax in P2, Lungs in P2. Fundo. Oh, we have dry conditions. I think we forgot to mention that. Crash.
We
are under dry conditions. We have dry conditions, man. It's gonna be lit. Titus sets out from the standing start.
He's
Starts with the
1.7
113.
seconds up in the first lap. D-Wax P2, Looms hard on his heels, P3. Umfundo uthi P4, angisali nami.
Let's go into
September
interval
P5,
now.
Tindo P6. 86 are holding it down in P7. Salvi P8, Spizo P9, Loveness P10.
I think the drivers are looking really good down there. Mfundo up in P4. Where the fight's at, I think Upangob is going in on Sihle. Upangob is trying to make a move up on Sihle.
Yeah, he's hard on his heels.
Just in his gearbox, man. I'm
Yeah.
sure Sihle can hear him breathing down his neck now.
He can.
Let's check the tires. What did the guys decide? Oh, cap is interval.
Titus is sending it out in front, 2.5 seconds up. It's a lonely race.
Yeah, he will say it was boring up front. Opening a 2.5 second gap. Titus is having the race.
Bangobi looks on the inside of Usihle, sends it, ERS blown open. Side by side they go. Bangobi goes through.
Makes that move stick.
Stick.
Makes the move stick. Ubangobi into the points now. P10.
What is
Where are the
going
pedals?
on,
Where are the
ladies and
pedals?
gentlemen?
Loveness.
What is going
I'm
on?
seeing Loveness somewhere is doing something.
Loveness sending it on Spizo.
So many pedals up here. Oh,
Looks
pushes
on the
him,
inside.
just gives him just
Side by
enough
side they
space.
go. They hold. Loveness. Oof. Backs it out.
Let's fight another day.
Correct. Let's go on board with the Let's keep it at Loveness. 310s down on Spizo. Tempo Tembas. Also 610s on Umpundo. 510s on Lungs.
I
Lungs
think
810s on
I think
D-Wax.
Umfundo's coming in. Umfundo's going in for lungs.
He
There's
is.
a bit of a wiggle there. Well,
But
now
it's
we're
the
having
home straight.
DRS.
DRS enabled. It's coming. It's coming. The slap.
It's got him in his sight. Oof, I think Lungs will live to fight another day.
Spizo has gone through on Selby. Spizo's gone through on Selby. Spizo moves up to P6.
I think, yeah, it doesn't take the pace line out of there. Keeps it tight. Keeps it on track. I think long straight.
Smoothers hot on the heels of Usihle. Hey. Bangobi is up to P9 through on the 86er.
Do we have Sihle with damage or what's going on here? Just not a good day at the office from our reigning champion and current championship leader.
He's on the mediums. The gentlemen are sending around the softs.
Oh, Charlie 3 stacks. Mic check, Charlie. How do we get Charlie?
Zen, I brought him in. Should be in now.
Thank you. 3 laps. I think the medium runners might be struggling there. The alternate strategy might have been a bit of a risk, but let's see how it ends. It's never just about how it starts. Let's go live with our leader. As it stands, we have Titus in the lead with 3 seconds. D-Wags in P2. Hot on his heels, we have Lungs following him.
Smuda goes
closely.
through on Usihle.
Usihle's in the pit. Usihle's in the pit.
Yeah.
Does he have damage?
They called for the man Titus. He has
Yes.
answered.
Usihle has wing damage.
You know,
Come at the
it
man, come
goes.
at Titus.
Melo the Melo's hot on the heels of Usmuda. Melo's making the mediums work, however.
Are they starting to sing now? Are they in that zone now? Welcome,
Ladies and
Charlie 3
gentlemen.
stacks.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've got a
Gentlemen.
meeting, but I can't leave no more.
Gentlemen, please can we look at Lungs sitting on the gearbox of D-Watts? Strap
Let's
in.
go.
We're
Home
about to get
straight.
that overtake, gentlemen. The home
Home
straight, here they
straight.
come. Here they go.
DRS blown open. DRS locked in. 5 10s, 4 10s.
I think
3
D-Wax
10s.
is already out of ERS, and just check how much Lungs still has.
We've got another DRS coming. ERS, Lungs, DRS locked in. Sending it. 2 10s, 1 10s. Goes on the inside. He makes it stick. Batulunga Loka Jenny Shove. Makes it the quickest sector 1 of the race. Whilst you at it.
D-Watts says, let's go quick.
Up in P2. I think D-Wax is holding it
Melo the
together.
Melo goes through on Smuda. He's P11. Smuda P12.
Sapatemba's planning to make the move on
It's
Fundo.
hard.
It's battles everywhere. It's battles everywhere. I think Loveness might
Taking note of something that's very key. Position changes. Loveness is P7. He's made 9 positions. The biggest loser is Usihle. He's lost 16 positions. He's currently trading in P17. That's what we can call it.
Yeah, I think having to pit so early can be very detrimental to a strategy, especially when you were going on the alternate strategy, because you already lost that time on pace, and then come Loveness going into Spizel. Spizel's out of ERS, goes into the tricky turn 1 that you need to open yourself up and then send it nicely. I think they both take it nicely.
On board with Mpundo. Lost the DRS. ERS open. 2 10s. On Utiwax. Hey. Waze washuba la.
That is a serious DRS train. The pineapple is
It is. It's
man.
madness, huh?
And the lights
the
are
man.
flashing. Sihle.
Sihle, welcome back with the 1097.
He's still 6 seconds off with Kopoza.
It's been a clean race, 7 laps, no spin outs, no safety car, no virtual safety car. It's beautiful from tier 1. Let's keep it clean. All I want to see is raw pace today.
I think Sihle might have had an issue with the takeoff, you know.
Of course, of course, of course, of course. Sobi, 4 tenths down, 3 tenths. On Loveness, DRS locked in, ERS blown wide open. But it's a DRS chain. He looks on the inside, but no, holds it, he holds it. It's another DRS zone.
How's he fighting
DRS,
off?
DRS, it's a train, as Charlie said.
Breaking that slipstream is Loveness, but Selby makes sure he gets all of that.
It's tight, it's tight, it's tight, it's tight. Titus out in front with the 3.8 second lead. Followed by Lungs and P2.
Strategy-wise, gentlemen, what are we looking at? 2 stoppers? Because I think Brazil might be one of those aggressive ones, or
2 stops.
But
softs,
I think
softs.
we saw a bit of a marvel yesterday with softs going 22 laps.
Yeah, you must remember, take into consideration there were a lot of safety cars yesterday.
Oh,
so that
yes,
takes a lot of tire.
That takes away about 2 to 3 laps per.
Give or take 4 to 6 because there wasn't just one safety lap. So it's understandable.
D-Walk, baby. Oh, the
D-Walk. Goes through on Looms. It's hot. It's hot. Looms in the DRS again. Looms in the DRS. What's that? What's the P2? On the inside. Let's go.
But the one thing I'm going to tell you though, these tires are going to be screaming. Pundong Neto and at a very big advantage sitting right there comfortably in 4th place. These tires that they're putting work on, they're going to be screaming. Masawi with the move and spice all. So.
September just gave me a call. He said, what do you mean Pundo's comfortable? You call Nanje.
There comes Bangobi on Saudi Sanoko. Yeah. Saudi with
Bangobi's in the mix.
I think Bangobi's he's making up some really good ground. They call Bangobi
the corner man. Because out of the corners, eh? The different type of speed that man has. Here he comes again.
Second to none.
Second to none, the corner man.
Why stand? The ERS. He's already on the ERS. Countdown to the DRS. Looking to DRS locked in. Bangobi is already looking for it. Goes on the inside. Goes on the inside. He's gone through. Shout out to Bankizi. P6. Oh, but it's tier 2 and tier 1, P5, P6. Let's go.
Absolute scotches. I think let's go up with Triple Timber.
DRS.
DRS train. They caught up with Lungs in them now.
They have. Triple Timber's 2 tenths down on Mfundo. Ngitshenela to umfonelile wathi Triple Timber ebusane ungithatha kancane.
I heard you in the comments.
What mistake? What mistake you die? What mistake you die?
What mistake on bullets?
D-Wax opens the gap just a little bit.
And Bangobi is bringing the second train into the first train.
D-Wax is in trouble, but I think he's opening it a little bit there. Just towards the second, I think he'll lift towards the other DRS out of ERS. I think Ulungs has really good ERS management.
He does. Lungs is a driver and a half.
My absolute favorite, man.
ERS. DRS. Asiba. It's a short DRS straight. So he's gonna stay hard on the gearbox. The unfortunate thing about DNF, safety car coming out surely. Safety car. Safety car. Let's look at the tires. They're all pitting.
10 laps, everybody besides Romeo.
Who can still go?
Let's look at the tires.
What Titus had already passed?
CK, big advantage. Big advantage, CK. 5 laps off.
Definitely not. He's gonna have to pit.
Nah, it's a big advantage.
But his tires really do a lot of damage up front. His tires are gonna give out very soon.
He's gonna have to pit.
But I think track position. Let's see what
the go for track.
Let's see what the Titus does.
Anyways,
Titus decides to pit. D-Wax.
They see the
Titus
code.
pits. So it's softs, mediums, softs.
He walks in.
D-Wax
Lungs
pits,
in.
Lungs
Pundo
pits.
in.
Ooh.
Sepo
Gents,
Timber in.
just check
Mangobi
if we're going to
in.
have any double stacking. Are we expecting any double stacking?
No, it's clean.
Larissa Nogo.
Sobi in. Spizo in.
Melo stays out.
Melons on the mediums.
Oh, medium runners. Medium runners.
86ers in. Smoothers in.
Titus
Tindos
comes out on
in.
the hard compound.
Zotai
Titan
goes
going
through.
long.
Ubani?
Titus comes out
What would you call
on
that
the hard compound.
strategy by Tyson?
Yeah, it's
there?
going long. It's going
Okay.
long to the end. To the end. To the end. To the end. 24 laps to go to the end.
Who's leading the race? Titus still leading the race. Having quite a couple of Kesich stayed out. He's up into P6 now at 6 level mid soft, and he's surrounded by fresh mediums. Olavnes went for a fresh pair of softs. I think he's still planning to come back into the pits.
Zotile with a big jump to P6.
Yeah, that's a solid jump.
Shout out to the
say
guy
no,
with the
however.
ultimate strategy. I think you can push the mediums towards a good lap 20 if you're looking at a
pushing is one
one-stopper.
thing. Pushing is one thing. Managing the pace against fresh tires is something else.
So how's Titus sitting there?
I beg your pardon?
I'm saying what a strategy there by Crash and Keys. Pushing the tires is one thing, but managing the pace is a whole other story.
Very knowledgeable, this gent. That's why I was panicking when he says he's leaving. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I have to go. I've been getting texts and calls.
So Crash, what would you do if you're Titus in this situation? You got Miller right behind you with 11-old, very warm medium tires. You got D-Wax behind them with very fresh tires, Lungs as well. You got a very big train that's coming behind you and you're on hard tires. It'll take a while to come into life. What do you do?
No, he must send it.
Titus.
Titus has the pace. I mean, if you think about it, Umshengu went 22 laps with softs yesterday. So Titus is not even on the mediums, he's on the hards. So give it about 7-8 laps of good pace, then the tires will be singing. So Melo's out of the question in that case. He might overtake him, but he'll have to pit again. He's not gonna go all the way with the tires. So track position is key. He just needs to send it, no matter what.
So if Melo comes in on Titus, does he fight or does he just let him go because he's
You
about
can't
to?
let him go. He's gonna push. Melo must make an overtake, a breakaway overtake. Beat the man on track. There's no one being led through here. A person who's gonna be charging through the pack is Umfundo in P5 on the softs.
And then where's our first guys? You know, we have Melo, Sihle, Bangobi, Tepotemba. Where's Loveness sitting? Loveness sitting in P12. Like I think the start of the safety car is gonna be dramatic. Is the safety car in this lap or are we going around again? Safety cars in this lap.
No, Titus is gonna send it late.
Yeah, he has to keep the
gonna send it
temperature.
late.
He needs to put in as much heat into those tires as he possibly can. I think Melo's making sure that he does not get caught napping. So is D-Wax. Let's go live with the Melo. Pulling out a first stop.
Melo, definitely.
Pulling a first stop in there. He doesn't even care about the heating now because he doesn't want to get caught napping. Oof, that was a shot for Titus to pull the trigger. What are we doing? What are we doing, Mr. Titus?
He's gonna send it at the line. He has to.
Goes on the
Has to.
inside.
He has to.
That
Definitely.
released by Tyson.
Zotal went through on Umfundo. Oh, Umfundo fights back. Hey, he was side by side and went through.
He should take himself in.
First penalty of the day, Romeo Masab.
Bangobi takes Tepo.
No,
Tepo
Tepo takes
takes
Bangobi. Yes, Yebo.
Sisha takes Bangobi. Bangobi's falling.
Bangobi's dropping. What has he done?
Bangobi, what happened now?
But he's managed to keep it on track. He's at 10. Besides
Titus 1.3 seconds up.
And Titus is flying in Interlagos.
Let's go
Yeah, I
live.
know he is.
Somebody
Nice.
strap that man down.
Yeah.
He heard
Yeah,
the
my
comment
name.
with a Samas.
They called Titus out in
3 second
Monaco. The man
penalty.
has responded.
Lest we forget,
call
this
him
is
out in
a
Monaco.
former champion.
Former
He
champion
is.
Crash said, "Where is Titus this season?" He has responded. He says, "I'm here, Crash." He says, "I'm here, Crash."
How's Titus? Titus is keeping it together on those.
See, he's sending it on September.
You see what the move on the inside. When you stick it, he sticks it.
Some real good
Let's
driving
come
from
close.
both drivers there.
Tempo fights back, can't keep it on track. Oh, Cisse goes through. Cisse position change into 7.
Really good, really
Had a very fast one
driving
behind
there
him.
from the chins. Some good side by side. Oh man, I love it.
Looking, peeking in the Dude, what are you thinking if you're Zotile? You got a fast man coming behind you. You know the Cisse train is coming.
Yeah, man, you make
What are you doing?
you make your shoulders as wide as possible, man.
Man, that car is not going to defend the whole track. Interlagos is very wide. You can't
You
put the
make-
car in the whole track.
You
How
make
you
your
defending, man?
you make your shoulders as wide as you possibly can, and just hope for the best, man.
Can we jump on board with Umfundo, hunting down Ulums? Fundo's on the fresh set of softs.
Do we
Ooh,
have
got a very
DRS?
good pull out that corner. He came out flying at that corner.
I think
ERS blown open.
I think 3 stacks. Let's use exit and not pull out, my good sir.
Fundo makes it stick. Fundo makes it stick.
Good corner, Ludi. Good corner, Ludi.
Yes, sir.
DRS and DRS and DRS.
86, a 3-second penalty. What have you done, 86? Boy.
Spies is going down. Let's look at the times. I think Loveness might be making a move.
Spies goes out with the move on Jay Loveness. And he's sticking on the bend. Jay Loveness says, no, boy. Oh, he makes it.
Spicer makes it
Spicer
stick
with the move,
into
it's
the points, but gets kicked out a bit on the curb. Goes
On
off
board
track.
with Umfundo. I told you he's charging through the pack. He's now 5/10 on Utiwax. He's gonna pull up a bit of time and we're going on to the home straight.
I think
that
he had a better
long home
exit
straight.
there.
Look at that, 3/10.
Man, T.
Late break, throw it in.
ERS.
One wide move.
ERS. He's on that ERS. Countdown to the DRS. DRS locked in. 4/10. It's too far. 3/10.
Nah, D-Wax had he had DRS on Melo. So the
Sikia's
DRS
charging through the
Sikia.
pack. Sikia's charging through the pack. He's
Let's
up
go
to
live with the-
P6.
Zotile has
Up
stay
to
close
P6.
Cisse.
City needs to.
Ooh, Tepo falling. Tepo falls. All the way to 16.
Oh, what has happened to September?
Oh man, so lonely there. I think Bangobi might be making. Oh, he's in a train.
And we'll be stuck in that train. Stuck in that traffic train.
I think we know what happened.
Came to Cairo.
I think we all know what happened to Lewis in that train in Imola.
Gee, man, that train is a very hard thing. But man, I need you to ride it, man. Is that the man in 6th place? But the championship lead.
Reigning
The
champion.
championship lead. It's in here, number 5. It's Anchor.
Are, he said, let me just check the standings. If it allows, I might just miss a race.
Oh,
Fellow Ferrari driver.
Zotile bringing Selby back. Spizozo, Bangozo.
I think Spizo.
There's a big train coming. Spizozo takes Selby.
Are they gunning in all for Zotile?
Where is Cisse finding such pace?
He's on the softs.
12 lap old softs.
They went to lap 22 yesterday.
With good pace.
Titus. Hard tires. 5 laps old. Still
Yeah,
out of DRS.
I think Umelo might be in trouble now because those hards are gonna start singing. Let's go live with the leaders.
But Melo's gonna pit for the softs and take them to the end.
This is in. It's too early.
So
We just
Tile's gonna
crossed the half.
pit-
We are halfway
Tile's
now.
Yeah, he's still gonna send the mediums. If the softs went to 22, surely the mediums can go to 25.
Yes, sir. I think Titus is having really good pacing.
See if he's jumped from 2 seconds to 1.7 seconds.
Prasihle. Let's
Yeah,
go
but
check
he still
out.
has to pit. He still has to pit.
But the thing is that he's bringing that second train with him.
Well, he does need to pit. Yeah, he does need to pit.
He's bringing that second train with him.
He just needs to pray for a safety car.
And he's bringing a different. He's bringing a second train of the Spygos of Zotile. Salvation Nogo, J Loveness, Tindo. He's bringing a very big train behind him.
I think Spizo's
dropping.
Spizo's dropped.
Spizo's gone.
Virtual safety car.
Virtual safety car. Let's see.
Spizo's
got no wing.
entire front wing.
Alfa Romeo doesn't.
Okay, let's see what the leaders decide to do.
It's a VSC. They're going all the way. See if they might get a cheap
free pit. I think
the cheap one.
Sihle, if I'm Zotile, I'm pitting. But you can't pit now. But you can't pit now. It's too early. It's halfway, man. It's halfway. Titus goes through. Melo decides to pit.
Melo pits. D-Wax has gone through. Fundo pits. Sihle goes through.
Sihle is really brave.
Zotile pits.
Yeah, I think Zotile needs to pit. He might.
What's his strategy here, gentlemen? What's his strategy here?
Track position, man. Track position.
It's praying. He
can't
praying.
because he still has to pit for another set.
Praying for
No. He's done. He's done with tires. Remember, he started on the mediums and he changed.
He's not gonna go 30 laps on softs.
Yeah, he's gonna have no grip at the end.
Yeah, that's zero grip. I think, considering what the softs were doing at 22, you could even see two different colors of
Zotile, Arisoft, Melo, Arisoft. The 86er, Arisoft.
What does Virtual is done, right? Back racing.
But Bobby's managed to sneak his way past his teammate Melo into 9th. Romeo Masango back into the top 10 at 8.
Shout out to Minjo.
I think
going all the way to the end. And the Hodges are catching life. They're catching fire.
Yeah, I know he's holding them together real well. I think Mendre might be struggling a bit there in the other Ferrari.
Yes, sir, he definitely is.
Salvi pits. Tindo goes through. Tindo's P5. Smuda goes through. Smuda's P6. On the hard.
What am I seeing? What am I seeing?
Ladies and gentlemen.
D-Wax is making that move on lungs.
I called the Haas, baby.
I called the Haas. The Haas is responding. 2 seconds ahead now. Man, he is flying.
Are we? Yes, sir.
What is your call there? We got D-Wax sitting on lungs. Gearbox. He's shaking him.
I think lungs is a very calm driver. One of my favorites because of his style. I don't think being close. Check his ERS and you must check. They're good. They're managing it both really well, I must say. But I think I have good faith in lungs.
There we go. With the ERS.
They can take it to the end. It's not taking slipstream.
They can definitely go to the end. They looking to go to the end.
Move on the outside.
Makes it stick.
There's Lungs. You call now. Lungs, can you respond in the next ERS section?
I think
Lungs. ERS locked in. ERS. What was that? What's the no P2?
What's that? Ati baba come through.
You are such a guy.
Six is coming in hard on them. I think Romeo's coming in on Uspuda. Bangobi coming in after that. Guys, we're gonna have an absolutely amazing finish to this race. Interested to see how Six is gonna manage with those 16 lap.
usihle bafana bami ngislice ekhekhe nami ngikhona namasokisi amamadala
msikeleni ayithensi
vela but yona isahamba
intambo isafaseka athi ERS athi DRS
bathi D-Wax you're exposed bathi lungu ngikhona bathi sihle
athi ulungisi khohlwa ngibambelele ejezini ngibambelele ebhandeni lika D-Wax la khona ngiyakhona asi
athi sihle na speak yeah I'm coming for it the three-man fight for second place.
Do you see that? Do you see that ERS management? Do you see that on the inside?
Gentlemen, we are in for
uTitus uthi nenzani lapho ngemumva ngizolokhu ngimdonsile phambili Titus out in front
ngishange bengakhuphi ibhakhanini uthi ngigqoka u-3 ndifana misa fresh ibhakhanini ayiguphi le
the hearts have found
ladies and
life
gentlemen.
Are the
You know that
Mercedes?
Buccaneer school shoes that kids used to wear when you wear toughies, your toughies will be dead in 6 months. The Buccaneer still looking fresh. ISIS.
So the Mercedes is sitting in 8 and 9.
Long sends it D-Wax sends it ati DRS you know
DRS train. Sitle is going to struggle. I'm sure he's starting to lose grip now.
I think Sith is really starting to struggle for pace now.
Yeah, I think that the softs are falling out. But D-Wax is out of ERS, so Sitle's got quite plenty, so that might be an issue.
But he's not gaining the weight for that ERS though. That's the problem now. The tires are not pulling him as fast as.
I think Bangobi might be making a move there.
if Sihle pits
He
comes out at about
50.
P14
Yeah, 15, 14.
P14 comes out at P14
And we have 12
Give or
laps
take.
left, so oof. We know he's done it at several tracks, but I think he might be struggling a little bit there. Let's just check the comments.
I think if you look at Interlagos is a very racy track. The corners are not as bad as Monaco.
I think he's gonna come in
Let's see what happens.
I think he's gonna come in. Yes, I knew it.
Let's see how far he's up.
Softs, fresh set of softs.
Yeah, fresh set of softs. You as long as you have a set of softs and you take them to the end.
Managed. Is that fifth? 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh wait, 10. Can he beat him?
I think Zotila might struggle to make it past.
Zotila might struggle to make it stick. Yes, he is out.
I think he might not have had the best exit. There goes Zotila. Okay, slips. Zotila needs to slip in now.
If you are Zotila in this situation, gentlemen, 4 lap on top tires, knowing CK, the man of speed, with 0 lap old tires, how close are you going to try to stick with him? Moody, what are you doing, sir? In a situation like this, the man of speed. You know he's quick, you know he flies on every track. What are you going to do in a situation like this, gentlemen?
I think sometimes you must just save your tires for battles you're supposed to fight, man. Not every battle is worth your while.
Because now everybody is going to the end. I don't think we have anybody else who's going to pit now. So, Romeo with the move on Romeo.
Goes through.
What if Romeo? ERS Pelile, Bobby Pelile.
But no result. I think we need to start doing those predictions.
Romeo. Ati DRS. Ati inside.
But that's so flash. Italian job. I don't Mercedes are doing the Italian job on the grid. They're coming up together. Can Romeo hold us on Melo?
Ufanele ubanqobi uthi ebaba vula isikhala lapho lento dingatholi DRS.
The Italian job.
Athi ubanqobi
now no smooth earlier. He was with the move into second place. Oh, Looms with the full car reset. Oh, I wonder what happened to him. Here comes Tindo.
Athi wozala uthini.
Athi Tindo Looms. Kanti kwenza nje yikhona. Awuzela lo P3 loyo. Othani ngibambe trophy. I-Impala Course plus A.
Oh hey.
Just gives them a shout out there.
Buddha, Bangobi with the inside moves. Buddha just turns the inside, goes wide again. Bangobi holding. Ooh, Bangobi backs out.
Yeah, both are out of ERS, and that's not a very long TRS. So
True. Really good observation. I did not notice that. Melo has made the move stick on Romeo. Here come the Mercedes.
I think the Mercedes boys are going for the kill
The
here.
Mercedes
Man.
boys are calling each other out. Bangobi, Melo's calling Bangobi to Bangobi. Dula pena.
I can hear him.
Timotas.
I can hear Melo there. I can hear Melo in there saying, "Go teammate, go teammate."
Let's go, Mercedes, let's go.
Penalty.
Tindo sitting on the loose force.
Ganda, mahad tires.
Penalties, gents. Observations.
Comes. Oh, Tindo with the move on the outside on the loose. Stop the force. Bangobi.
Hey, Amahads.
Bangobi on the move. Yeah.
Amahads.
The
Hey.
Hags are pulling different type of life right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Nangu sihle lapha making light work of Tsepo Themba is up to P9. Athi Romeo wozala wazini wena.
Athi Melo the Melo on the food. Oh, gentlemen, Mercedes boys are doing an excellent job. Mercedes boys are doing an excellent job.
Ay, MG Petronas. Let's go.
Petronas, okay.
Bangobi is on the phone uthi ndoda kanti awudluli ngani asambe.
Bangobi uthi let's take it to Looms, baba stand to Looms. Yangu la iqedi khona siyamlanda na.
I think Melo is just waiting for that moment now.
Ulinde
Not an
straight.
absolute.
Ulinde straight manje.
Straight, hey. Itali Bangobi uthi Bangobi hamba lapho mama shiya le ndoda.
Why ubelethele ndoda ngikhetele ndlula athi DRS athi
Guys,
ERS umele.
Sihle is making light work here of Rome down into the home straight.
Sigmelo athi DRS athi wosalaba. Athi wosalaba 210s.
Thanks for that.
Sihle Romeo sihle through. Sihle uthi hayi Melo bafana. Petronas gang nama ningifaka le talent job. Ningifaka nama bafana. Ningifaka le talent job.
Melo on Buddha.
Melo on Buddha because Melo make the move on the inside. Oh, that's out of it.
Backside.
Titus uthi lo lapho bafana ngiphethe 5 seconds la iphakethe.
Uthi come at the man, come at the hour. They called me out in Monaco. Sankhona bathi manje.
One man.
One man.
Our Titus is giving them a run for their money.
Ayisibuda uthi ngeke banqobi. Ngeke ngisho yini nobabili ngibambelele la kuwena. Wabaleka ngiyabambelele.
Oh, the Melo team has joined the train. He's here.
Hey nangu sihle. Wathi hayi ngikhona abafana nami. Yelele.
Italian job though. Now I want a chance of the goal. I want a piece of the goal. Buddha is sticking on the
Hey Smuda, we are fight to Smuda. My. Smuda, let's go.
Let's go.
I think
Buddha
Uspuda
is even forgot he had a meeting. This place is too.
Ivan Lindy, ngeke uphithole imove nje.
I think Uspuda is playing it really well here.
On Melo bumper. He's on the gear pop to say, hey, Melo. Melo kanti nenzanda bafana bethenga job. Nenzanda.
I think
Akhulile amathayika banqoba. Aneminyaka u17. Engeke.
they can make their own decisions, man.
And now it's time for decisions. Mercedes, what are you going to do?
Guys, observation. Look at Uspuda's ERS. He's using
All the way to the
Pangovi's
edge.
DRS.
Yeah.
Which is
how you play.
Well. He's managing everything very well.
extremely well. Like
Hey, smooth at 210s. Smooth at 210s. Smooth at 110.
Smooth on the
Look right
outside.
on the outside. Yes, he make it stick. He goes through. Hey, Maluda. But TRS Ubangobi is gonna send it.
TRS Melo Gearbox. You are a train.
This is a crazy DRS train, man.
You. Into Lagos, baby.
Five left
Shout out
ways,
to
not
Tier
5
1.
laps. What is the comment section saying in a tough match like this? What are we
They're not saying anything. Abantu abathindi ngisho ifoni nje ngamanje.
Can you see?
Uthi Titus, the age red wine. Lokho idlalele lapha phambili.
He's having the race of his life, man.
Wehlise ngisho amawindi, isandla hleli ngaphandle usika iphiko.
This is Pilimpino. Oh, the DRS train starts. Smoother. Bangobi says right, smoother.
Wezala. Athumelo wendoda wakithwe ngibambelele. Athi sihle kanti
Uyaphinda ku-P4. Bathi lokhu P4 wenzani sikhona?
sondela lana.
Comment section. Gentlemen, we have a race. What is happening?
Gentlemen, I.
Bangobi with the fight back. At this putting a car. That's a fussy fun. The fun is a hammer match. What? Sit on the inside of Numelo. Sit there with the nose check.
Side by side. Side by side.
Sit there on the outside of
Wayibambu man. What was it wena? Sala lapha bambelela siyajika.
Bathi lungs balega uyifuni into ezalemva kwakho bathi balega.
Oh, 4 laps to go. Let's go.
I think we have another train here, gents.
I wish we had 10 more.
We have another train here.
Stimela, Ludi. Hey, ubala ilahlaya. Ubala ilahlaya.
What is this train that you are talking about? Who are these people? Romeo.
Check the train. Lavne, Zotile, It's a park station, Machin. It's a park station. Kailo.
Mike. Second looks left, looks right. What's what? DRS locked in. What you made? I am John. So to sit there, Shona go right. Umelo to Shona go right. Nzoibamba la.
It's just
on the track. You know, it's on track. Melo off track. Takes almost Scooter off track to get in space.
He goes through on the double attack.
Double attack. Sita with the 2-1. But it bonus special like a KFC. Oh, Melo went wide. Couldn't find the grip. Scooter goes through. Melo sits at 8. The Petronas gang has been split. Any Petronas, but the Italian chop no more, my friend.
Hey, Bangobi has been compromised. Bangobi has been compromised. He doesn't have DRS in front of him.
He's pulling on the Spunudu. Hey, yeah, what to see here?
He needs to spam that ERS, Bangobi. He needs to spam that ERS and get into Lung's DRS.
Ati DRS. Ati Wazala. Mzokusondela manje, mzokudlula in the next straight.
How are we looking with the tires? Still is on 8 lap on softs. 8 lap on softs.
The others are on 21. DRS. Ati Bangobi break the ish. What you see here on the inside?
With the cruise by. Can Bangobi step with the CC to pull them back in? Melo with the move on the smoother. But the Italian job is not over. But the highest goal has this in ours. Petronas gang.
I think Sitle will be looking at doing into Lungs with those pressure tires.
Down, James, down to number 10, 11, and 12. Down.
The other train.
Down to number 10, 11, and 12. Kwenzakalani Interlagos?
2 laps to go. What is 2 laps to go? Utusihle Lungs, ngiyachaka. Utusihle Lungs ngikwena boy. Ngiza nawe lo P4. Uyayifuna lento bona championship leader. Yamithula.
Goes into P4. Usihle.
Hey, nangu uzothini athi Tshepo Themba woza la. Athi DRS. Tembuti Romeo Ozala.
Romeo down.
What's on the inside?
Yeah.
Hambili Tepotem. Ati look left. Ati on the inside.
Utindo wants to make a move on D-Wax.
What are you saying?
Which one is this one?
Guys, someone please go with the championship leader so we don't rob him of his glory moment.
Ay Luther kamera race wala. Agara race wala yet. Bakunek ma penalty.
Oh, Usihle in P3.
Hey, nangu Utindo ethi. D-Wax. Tindo.
Sihle with the fastest lap on the second to last lap of the race. Sihle says, I need a podium. Gentlemen, last lap of the race. What are we going to see?
Nangu Sihle athi yes mina ma penalty anginawo kodwa alipita man on track ozandla.
Our championship leader. It's in CDP. Pilimpilo. Up
Gents,
front, 6 seconds.
just look at this. It's not going to happen. Let's go
What a
live.
race.
Let's go live with Titus, the race leader. Final lap. Petrol is flashing. It's been a stellar race.
Amazing race from him.
What a
Up
performance
through
from
into sector 3. Final home straight. Takes the last bend. Sends it home. 23 lap old tires. He called it.
They called
He
him
called
out.
it. Welcome back, Mr. Malema.
Welcome back, Titus. Former champion, man. Says, I'm
Tindo
not done yet.
comes through at P2 on track, but he's gonna drop.
Ooh,
CK
Sihle
manages to
sneezes
sneak
in
into
the-
P2. What a fight back
What a
from the
fight
reigning
back.
champion.
Gentlemen, that was a beautiful race. All round, beautiful race. Dotile up into 9th. Uno into 10th. Romeo dropped into 13th.
Runs up
Out
the
of the
points.
Right out of the points. Gentlemen, that was an
I think
experience.
you need your first person yet, Kuchen.
Hi, my daughter.
Titus is the GOAT. El Puri.
But the Titus is like aged wine, my father. You cannot call out the king.
Awesome.
You cannot call out the defender of the throne and think he won't respond.
And have him not respond.
I think call.
Nengizira, my boy.
Alright, let's call them in. Let's call them in. I think Ulung's just missed it by 210.
Luke's just missed the podium there. Gentlemen,
What a
I
race.
don't even know who would be your driver of the day. Oh, what a race.
In-game
But
driver
what-
of the day is Buddha.
In-game driver of the day is Buddha. Thank you. As we see Titus on the podium back at the top, defending the crown again.
Crash, you'll run the interview in there, man.
Shout out, are they in? Are they in? Who's in?
We got Titus so far. We're waiting for
Mr. Malema. Save the best for last. Save the best for last.
Sihle just joined. Upra Sihle just joined.
Sihle. Save the second best for second last.
Maretindo.
Ngena Tindo, beg microphone. He wasn't expecting this. What a race, gentlemen, what a race. The other strains. What? Damn. Tindo. Say hello. Tindo.
Yebo, 1, 2.
Mic check.
Mike.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Beautiful race.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. That's the only thing I'm saying.
Nah, talk to me about the hard tires.
Hey, bruh. Hey, it was a tough one. You know, it was a tough one. I think I have to thank the first call it a safety car that came out. Hey, cause I was in trouble because these guys were flying, bruh. And also 86 bound me from the back. Hey, I don't understand, man. So yeah. So coming from the back, I would say yeah, it's actually a good performance, you know.
Definitely an amazing drive from you.
Yeah, yeah.
Good to see you back on the podium again. We saw that beautiful drive from you in Monaco, but unfortunately we were unable
Yeah,
to finish.
unfortunately, yeah, hey, just making it up for that. Hey, it was a
No,
21.
definitely. So I'm ecstatic that you're here on podium. You've had a good race and you saw it through. You're
Yeah.
obviously known for your pace in Brazil, so you've lived up to expectations. Shout out to you.
Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. And also shout out to my fans out there. Hey, I know they're watching on YouTube. You know.
They're definitely proud, The speed that you found at the end of the race, that was amazing, man.
End
At
of
the
the race
end, they could get
it
those.
was scary, bro. Because now I knew I had to pass the walks, and also as I could see Banobi was coming in and out. They just left turn out. I was like, flip. I need to make sure that I push. So I managed to push, and then also I had to overtake the walks, make sure, because I knew Cynthia was coming as well. So yeah,
There were some big overtakes at the end to get
yeah,
good podium finish.
Definitely. Amazing drive, Tindo. Well done, man.
Thank you, James. Thank you.
Bathi, bra, sihle.
Brazil.
Oh, goed man, sihle. Angsazi, man.
Brazil.
Sure.
What's up? Are you well?
What happened in the first lap, CJ?
I also don't know. I don't know if it's a glitch on my wheel. I kept my right pedal in. It just didn't change up, and I didn't look down, so I thought I was already in gear 1.
Yeah.
Then I saw people just passing me. I let go and tapped it again. Then it went into 1, but I was hot on the throttle. Then I tried moving to the right. I think that's when I also disturbed Tumelo, and I'm sorry.
Yes,
Yeah, it was unintentional. I'm sorry for doing that to him.
Nah,
Because I
man,
ruined
that's
his race
okay.
in the process. But
Let's not worry about that.
yeah,
about the
but
race.
yeah, it was just recovery. The first stint, those mediums, I didn't even get to enjoy them.
Yeah, you went one lap with them. 3 laps.
Yeah. Then I went on softs. Just tried going as long as possible. Then there was that.
You pushed on those shots. You really did push.
Yeah, I tried.
18 laps.
I tried. I was trying to set time trial laps throughout. But yeah, I guess it paid off. But
How was it driving through those DRS trains, man? Like,
it's the same thing that happened previous race. I saw where I was in the last 10 laps, and yeah, I knew everyone else would be on all tires, so it would be easier closing in.
But what would have happened if Spuda never made that mistake?
If Spuda, I would have been maybe still stuck behind him.
Yeah, because it was crazy. You guys went on for I don't know how many laps with the train. And it was only that Spuda mistake that disturbed everyone in the train. And then, you know, the overtaking started happening. But how was it? How was the driving in the train? You were at the back, so you were driving with the guys.
Yeah, it was just following it, waiting for someone to understeer. Then I saw Melo nearly understeered. I tried going into the inside, but he defended very well. I really enjoyed that battle with him. Yeah, it was alright, I guess. Just not happy about the start.
No, it's good, man. It's good. Good drive. Good recovery. P2. 19 points for you. With the fastest lap, obviously. So, yeah, it was amazing. Shout out to you.
big ups, beautiful drive.
Well done, CK. You gave us very, very good moments there at the end. Down the stretch, comment section was going crazy. Thank you for the racing points. Gentlemen, well done.
Titus! You can never write the OG.
Cometh the man.
Yeah.
How are you? Wow, what a drive. What a drive. Even, okay, let's start at, even from quali. You were just setting blistering laps on those wets.
Yeah. Hey, you know, on my last attempt, sure, I was so gutted because I was 3 tenths up.
It's up on the first sector, I saw
Oh
that.
man, I made a mistake. Shit. But yeah, I had to pull myself together and get ready for the race. And luckily in the race, I don't know, Sihle had a bad start, and I had a very good start.
You did.
I kept a good lead, and I kept opening the gap per lap. So that was actually good news. And the guys that were battling behind me, Dewaks, I can't remember the
Lungs.
others.
It was Lungs as well.
Dewaks and Lungs. When they were battling it out, I was managing to open gap further.
Okay.
So that really worked. And then also after the safety car, when Melo went long, that also helped me because his tires were not fresh. So if the other guys which had fresher tires, especially mediums, because I was on hards, obviously they were somehow gonna overtake me. So Melo defending me in a way, it really helped me.
Titus, going on to the hard tire.
Yeah.
What made you choose that decision there when everybody was jumping onto mediums and softs and you were one of the few people that jumped onto the hard tires? Why that decision at that time, the first safety car of the race?
Yeah, because it was already past 10 laps, so I know with the hards I can do 26, or even more. I think I can do 30 laps on hards on a consistent pace. So I didn't have doubts. I knew I was gonna make it.
And you found some really good pace to pull away there on the restart because ever since that restart, they just couldn't seem to keep up with you.
And
Yeah,
like also
definitely.
here, consistent was key too.
Yeah. I must say this was my best race so far. I had a very hectic start to the season, but yeah, I'm back.
Hey, you were looking like fine wine out there, bro. Like aged wine. Happy to take a next time.
Yeah.
While the others were coming, but then Joes were coming. Couple more laps there. We're gonna have a very interesting race, but man, that was a good race from everybody.
Thank you.
That was good.
Yeah, thank you, and congratulations to Sita and Tindo on the podium as well. So yeah.
So Titus, was it a bit lonely up front? Didn't you want to challenge some racing?
Oh, Moody, are you trying to call somebody else as well? What are we doing?
He drove alone the entire race, so I'm just wondering, some guys want to challenge.
And I actually led all the laps, I think.
Yes, you did.
Even after pitting.
Even the safety car, you came out in front. You still maintained your P1.
Yeah. So yeah, it was really a good race. It was a good race.
Yes,
Well done. Shout out to you. Beautiful drive.
Thanks a
All the
lot.
best for the remaining races.
Alright, cheers, gentlemen. Crash, I see you enjoying your food already. Alright, now congratulations to CJ, Titus, and Tindo. Beautiful race.
Gentlemen, what has happened. The grid is set. The points are in. Gentlemen, thank you for the race. Thank you for the show. Everybody's very appreciative of what you did.
All right, cheers.
Good night.
Cheers. That was Tier 1 Breakaway. Join us next week, Monday, Tier 2. Starts off in Abu Dhabi.
Oh, we in the S Marina.
We're in the S Marina, sir.
Are you done?
I don't know how to stop it.
in the
Just a second.